What we have to remember is that these children, they absorb everything. Now, that doesn't mean you don't be sad.
Yeah.
But in terms of what they hear, even if you don't think they're listening, what they are taking in, even the eye rolls and the scoffs, right?
Oh,
They are absorbing every piece of this, right? So the first thing I always want to really, really hone in with parents, and by the way, all these things are workable. We can go to therapy. And so you need to talk bad about dad, come do it to me.
Okay.
Tell Tara about what dad's doing, right? We're not telling little Johnny.
Okay. That's a real solution right there.
Because this is an adult problem, and we are going to keep adult problems. If mom or dad didn't pay their child support on time this month, that's not a Johnny issue. That's a mom and dad issue.
Okay, you're right.
And we don't want Johnny. We're not going to tell Johnny, hey, tell your dad that he needs to, no, we can't, no, this is not a Johnny issue.
Okay, so even as tempting as it might be.
Even though we are angry and we are upset, know that these kids are also having feelings too. Maybe they're not sharing it. Right, but they're trying to navigate a world where the family system, as they know, is different. They're having to adapt and to adjust to living at two different homes, having two different holidays, having two different sets of rules, which you guys discussed, and I would like to talk about that more. So are you and your ex-partner going to agree on everything? Clearly not. Are you? We wouldn't be exes. Right. But we do have to work it out in therapy. We do have to find another way. And again, we are going to keep adult problems. Yeah. We've got to.
Number one rule.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about those different sets of household rules, because one of the things that will happen, and I had to learn about this, is the transition. Like getting my son from his dad's house and being like, who is this kid? Because how they live over there is completely different.
Certainly.
Than my house.
So we discuss this in session so very often that sometimes depending on the age of the child, right? A 6-year-old is going to behave differently than a 16-year-old. But think about this. This child is having to adapt to learning two different ways of life. Two different beds, two different sets of rules, two different whatever. And so I hear very often, when Johnny comes back from dad's house, it takes him 3 days just to kind of get back in the rhythm and the groove of the house. And he may act out. That's when we see large behavior issues, right? It's not because Johnny's a bad kid. Johnny's just trying to deal with what's being thrown onto Johnny. Johnny didn't ask for any of this, by the way. And so we have to be very empathic to Johnny, and this is where parents communicate.